So, Mom, I think it's time to stop talking about our vacation and to jump into the sneaky freak question of the week. What do you think?
I came up with this. Well,
You did
actually, I don't think I really came up with it. I think this is something that you and I have talked about over the years. For 7 years, we've talked about the same question.
But we never have outrightly asked the sneaky freaks this, so I thought it was a good question.
Thank you. You actually are giving me a compliment right
Very
now.
big compliment. I also said your Paul Abdul impression was phenomenal.
2 big compliments.
2 big compliments. All right. Here's the question of the week, which, by the way, you sneaky freak can participate on. Give us a text at 310-356.
3920.
All right. This is the question. Have you ever walked in on someone doing the dirty? What went down? Have you ever walked in on someone?
I didn't walk in on someone, but last night, I kid you not, I came up with the question before we went to bed, right?
Okay.
Last night, I was awakened at 2 a.m. to some serious moaning. I mean, my walls to my apartment next door must be super thin, or this girl was super loud, but she was like, ah. I mean, it was loud moaning. It was really... And
was it keeping you up?
It kept me up. I was like, what the hell? I know you get horny when you hear that kind of stuff, but I was not horny at 2 a.m. when I knew I had to get up and do this podcast.
Yeah. In bad times, it's not great.
It went on for a while.
Yeah.
That guy next door to me, he's getting some serious action going on there.
Jesus Christ.
So as far as I've talked about when I was doing lewds one time with your dad, and it was during my college days, senior year, and it was a what's that called? A spring formal. And I had a long dress on, and we were in the elevator, and that's when your dad decided to get horny. And the elevator door opens right in the middle of the whole thing.
So you got walked in on.
Yes.
You didn't walk in on someone.
Well, I said, did I ever walk in on someone? And that was the answer, that sound thing. I haven't actually walked in on anybody having sex.
All right, that's fair.
So I just thought I'd flip the tables.
You turned it just
Have
there.
you had any experience walking in on it?
I'm sure I've walked in on someone having sex.
Well, you
Probably
walked in on me.
sex.
You did walk in on me and your dad.
Yeah, I put that shit out of my mind.
Yeah, and you claimed not to know what was going on, and I walked in. I stopped what I was doing and walked in, and you were on your computer doing work. Of course, you were working.
Literally no recollection of this.
You were in high school.
The only thing I recall, I think one time, I walked in. We had a hot tub area, and I walked in. I thought you guys were fucking.
No, we weren't. What are you, crazy?
That's what I thought.
No, I'm not that wild and nuts. I would never walk in on it.
You fucking piss standing up in the ocean. What do you mean you're not wild and nuts to go fucking a hot tub?
It's different.
All right. Anyway, I will say I've now walked in people having sex, but I've walked in many guys jerking off.
What? Many?
Many guys. There was one.
What is that all about?
First year at
I've never
camp,
heard this ever.
My first year at camp, I slept next to this kid. We'll call him. He had such a goofy name, but we can't use it. We'll call him
George.
George. We'll call him George. George had a masturbation monkey. We called it. He would say.
That monkey was covered in
He would
FDC.
use. I don't know why the fuck he would use this monkey and jerk off with it.
Oh
it was
my
like
God.
It was like a
poor-
stuffed animal monkey.
There was no consent.
No consent. Stuffed animal monkeys. Why not just use his hand though? Why is he using a fucking monkey?
FDC is on the monkey. Fucking dried cum.
So every night,
You don't even respond.
because I know FTC.
Okay.
Every night, I'm hearing the fucking bed creak, and George is going at it with that fucking monkey.
What is with George and this goddamn monkey? I've heard about girls doing this when they're 5 years old with a stuffed animal, but how old are you when this is going on? Like
fucking 12, 13.
Yeah, 12. You're an adolescent. You just have to get off.
The counselors are like, we need to take the monkey away from him. He refuses to take the monkey away.
You know what? Stop. It should be called Spunky.
Spunky.
That's a good one.
So one night, I remember we started hearing the squeaks, and I'm like, God damn it, George is going at it again.
George of the jungle.
And suddenly, you hear like a huge crash.
No, he broke the bed.
This 4-post bed has collapsed in on itself. The legs of the bed have come in. The whole bed collapses to the floor.
Oh my God.
And George is on the ground
With the monkey?
monkey.
And his dick hanging out. Oh my God. I never heard this story before.
Yeah.
That is outrageous.
Yeah, fucking had to sleep next to that shit.
Gosh.
Disgusting. All right. All right. Let's
So
move
this
on
was
to
going on with more than one person, more than George.
when I was in college, I lived with a guy. I remember we shared the same room, and I don't know why I was getting something under my bed or something, and I hear him come in. He doesn't see that I'm under the bed, and I hear him lock the door.
Why were you under the bed?
I was grabbing something. I was like storage area down there.
What do you mean? How do you squirmed your way under it like
Put my body under there. Got some shit on. I was in college.
It's just a
got no room.
coincidence that you happen to be squirmed under the bed when this guy walks
The guy
in and
walks
decides
in,
to whack off.
Fucking immediately locks the door. I'm like, what the fuck are you locking the door for? He's like, oh, I was about to jerk off.
And you're under the mattress that's saying this.
No, under the mattress.
You are under the mattress.
Why are you so concerned about under the mattress?
I just can't understand first of all, it must be filthy under there. And never
No,
been
not
cleaned.
filthy.
Yeah, it's probably never been cleaned. And you're under there looking for what?
It was a storage area.
Okay, but
All right,
what
this
are
is
you
not the
looking
point.
for?
This is
Are
not
you-
the
What
point.
are you looking for that's possibly
I had
small
maybe
enough?
I fucking had clothes under there or something I was trying to get out. The point is there's a guy masturbating behind me. All right, let's move to the sneaky freaks, can we? Shall we?
Well, I was just going to ask our videographers, Joel and Joseph, if they've ever walked in on someone or vice versa.
Double no.
Double no. Okay.
Moving along.
Moving on.
They probably walked in on each other and don't want to share this.
Guarantee they walked in on each other.
Never.
How has that not happened?
I actually. You don't need to go in there. We know what's going on.
And you guys never had sex with the same person at the same time?
At the same time, same person? No.
Nope. That's another double no. Well,
Or, we did not ask for all the
true
consent.
confessions.
Yeah,
We didn't get the true confessions. All right.
One episode.
Well, it was
we're
all
gonna
no.
fucking drill
Yeah,
it.
we're moving.
Moving on.
Moving on.
All right, this is from our sneaky freak Dominic. Dominic says, me and my wife, girlfriend at the time, hi Jen. We visited one of our couple friends. We knocked at the door. There was no answer. Since we were close friends, we just entered since we heard some noise inside. As we came in the living room, they were right there on the couch doing it. We excused ourselves and told them we would come back later. In the car, we were so turned on that we fucked right then and there in the parking lot, just to learn afterwards that they were looking at us from the apartment.
That's a double duty there.
Love the pod. People are walking in each other. Is that wild?
And I can't even tell you, I asked the same question on my TikTok for KarenLee Poter. I couldn't believe it. 5,000 views on this one. People are going nuts over it. They loved it. I told them to comment, and a lot of them were involving the police.
Really? People are getting walked in on by the police.
I guess it's illegal to be, public nudity.
Oh, yeah. Fucking in a car or something. You can't do that shit. I wonder if I have it. Yeah.
You're remembering that you were fucking in a car? I fucked in a
Two
car.
experiences I got caught by someone, by a security guard. One time I was making out in the parking lot of a JCC.
Wait, you're not allowed to make out in the parking lot of a Jewish community center?
it was closed.
Why can't you make out in the
Can't
parking lot?
fucking do that shit.
That's not nudity. What a killjoy is that?
Second time I was
Maybe
making out.
maybe there was an anti-Semite or something.
What? Probably. One time I was hooking up with someone in the car, getting a little naked.
You?
And then I was a little naked.
Really?
Like shirts and stuff.
I'm impressed.
Enough with the impress bullshit. Every
didn't
time
know
I
you-
do something sexual, you say you're impressed.
You can't even pee in the ocean. How are you going to take your pants off and have
The
sex?
pee in the ocean is completely different. The pee in the ocean, I just don't like standing my own urine.
Okay, so this
not
is more
like
of a
you.
tactile thing. I don't stand in my own urine. There are waves. That's why I don't do it in a pool.
There's not waves.
There are
there's
waves.
No
The
the
waves
waves are at your feet. You're just squatted, not with your ass in the water, just sitting there pissing
First of all,
like a little duckling.
yes, that's exactly what Dee's thought. I was floating out like a duckling.